Okay, I was just making the video and it got good. It got cut off, but I'm gonna go back in two because see the enemy don't like what I'm saying, and I probably got to do my next video not necessarily on. I'm doing it on my phone right now. I do have laptop, all this, and this, but I'm still packed up and different things and getting work did. So I haven't been here so much. Been working extra hard because I bought this house in Georgia. And the landlord, I was living in Michigan at the time, we had a flood, major flood, and our houses got damaged. I lost everything. Giving you a backstory of how I left Georgia. And God told me to move out of state. And I kept procrastinating and procrastinating. All this blockage came up. I went and got married to this person. And he was going to church and everything. Found out he was off into a lot of witchcraft. And I knew he wasn't my soulmate because when we got married because we had decided that we was going to build an empire together. It wasn't a marriage of love. It was a marriage of building a financial stability. And what happened was he started acting so horrible that I left, divorced, and I had said to myself, well, God, you say it's better to marry than to burn. But God dealt with me. He said, I didn't choose him for you. You've been married many times. I never chose that for you. And later on, I said, well, God, I just want who's for you. And I repented and I left. And people said, well, you can't divorce. Yes, you can divorce on the grounds of adultery and death. It wasn't so much he committed adultery, but he started serving Satan. And that's on the grounds of death. You do not have to stay. Now, if you both was two unbelievers in the beginning and they wanted to you and you got saved and they wanted to leave, then you let them go. If they want to stay, God say to stay. But see, what you don't understand is how can two walk together unless they be agreed? If y'all not agreeing, trust me, the storm's gonna come so hard. And when you keep resisting and lining up with God's word, they gonna flee. That's what God say, resist the devil and he gonna flee. You don't even have to worry about it. They gonna leave. And it can become an endangerment to your life. So I'm just letting you know I was in error and I tried to correct things and it didn't correct. You know, it didn't correct. Things that got crazy. I mean, I had got him. It was a roofing company business. You know, that was one of my wedding gifts to him, and he started going down the street, and I got him a job, and then I realized he worked with a guy that did roofs. But he didn't even understand the business. He didn't understand the pricing. I had got him some clients. He couldn't go forward because he didn't want me to do more for the business than what he did. He didn't know how to talk business. He was scared of certain roofs. I found out he was doing commercial roof, which most of them are flat tops. It was a disaster. He lied about a lot of stuff. It didn't prosper. I didn't prosper, and I wasted money. And I got a truck for the business. He went driving one day and got drunk and decided he wanted to start using drugs, and he crashed the truck up. I lost. All I had took was a big L, okay? And it was a waste of my time and was nothing good. Even consummating it was the worst. It sucked. We waited to marriage before we was even intimate. So, okay. Then there was no physical attraction at all. But you have to be with people, marriage is also a contract. And I married for the wrong reason. Okay. So God, I prayed to him and God ended up taking me to who I'm supposed to be married to. And it was a blessing. And he turned around and God did something miraculous. I looked up in the sky and God tied this knot, a big ribbon. And it was, I looked up in the sky, and the song, There's a Ribbon in the Sky for Y'all Love. Okay. Song by Stevie Wonder. And he gave me that song when I was a child, real small. I mean, I was too young to know about Stevie Wonder. I heard his songs along the way, but that's the song he gave me. And I was like, well, I don't get it. Well, I get it now. Because God spoke to me and he told me, there's a ribbon in the sky for y'all love. And he said, any two people I have joined together, let no one put asunder. He said, I tied the knot too. But yes, everything have to be legalized and all that kind of stuff. But he said, I tied that knot. I know what's perfect for you. So be it. But then I said, well, God, where is this person? So one day I was talking and I said, but you told me you want me to move out of Michigan, and where? So I started craving peaches. Now, when I was coming up, and I ain't going to say that's my blood family because they're not. My grandmother from her had a peach tree in her backyard. And I tasted a few peaches, but I really didn't like peaches. I didn't like that fuzz. It made my face itch. I liked the nectarines. So when I started craving peaches, I was like, well, God, this is strange. I walked in the grocery store and I seen these peaches and they looked so good. I said, well, I got to try. I got to have it. And I started eating them. I started eating them every day for about a month. And I said, God, what is this thing with peaches with me? Because I really don't even like peaches. And on the TV came Made in Georgia. I said, Made in Georgia? Oh, so that's where you want me to move. So I picked the phone and I started talking to my cousin. And we was talking and everything. And she turned around and she said, your husband's in Georgia. And I froze. Because I said, God, where is this man? He answered through her. And when she said it, I heard God. I said, oh, wow. I said, so you want me to move to Georgia for this spouse? Okay, I guess. So I continued on and I kept procrastinating. I said, well, God, if you want me to move, you give me the time. And you didn't give me no time. I want to be in your timing. So next thing you know, we had this big flood. I lost everything. And I told God, keep me from not doing your will. Well, from there, I was sleeping in my car. I lost vehicles, had to go get a car, and then ended up sleeping in it. Then went to found another job because my job site was shot to hell. I got the job, started working that job, making money, started packing up what I had, and I ended up getting sick, getting COVID. And my landlord went into my house and stole all my stuff. I had called and told her I would be away from the home. My son had moved, but he hadn't gotten all his things out, and him and his girlfriend. She stole all my stuff out of my house. We went to court. The judge was going to reward me $25,000, but the devil got busy. But I'm going to get into that. I'm going to be very specific. So I made it to Georgia, found my husband. My husband found me. And yes, we were married. So that's all I'm going to say about that now. I'm that girl goddess. And we have a spiritual purpose under God. But I'm that girl goddess. I'm keeping it real, telling how it really is. Bye. I love y'all, social media.